Today, we delve into a topic that touches all of us. Tactics for working with difficult people. Whether it's in our personal lives or the workplace, we all encounter individuals who, for one reason or another, can be challenging to interact with. These could be our supervisors, co-workers, or even customers. It's a given, a part of life, as certain as the sun rising each day. But it's not something we should just accept and endure. No, we can learn, adapt, and even thrive in these situations by mastering effective strategies to handle these interactions. It's not just about survival, it's about turning these challenging moments into opportunities for growth, understanding, and even leadership. So buckle up and prepare for some enlightening insights. Stay with us as we unpack these crucial tactics. Our first tactic centers on the power of calmness. Imagine the workplace as a weather system. Storms of conflict and disruption may swirl around you, but you can be the eye of the storm, the place of calm. By maintaining your cool, you prevent these storms from escalating, sustaining a productive and harmonious environment. It's like being a skilled sailor, navigating through rough waters with a composed demeanor. Now let's talk about disruptive behavior. It's not always necessary to engage with every disruption that comes your way. Sometimes the best response is to not respond at all. Ignoring such behavior can often deflate it, removing its power. It's important to discern when to address an issue and when to let it pass. In essence, your calmness isn't merely a shield protecting you from the chaos. It's a powerful tool, influencing the atmosphere around you and inspiring others to do the same. So the next time you find yourself in the middle of a workplace storm, remember, be the eye, not the tempest. Remember, your calmness can be a powerful tool. Moving on, let's explore the impact of relationship building and empathy. These two elements play a significant role in diffusing tension and fostering understanding, especially when dealing with difficult individuals. Let's start with relationship building. This is not about becoming best friends with everyone you meet or work with. Instead, it's about establishing a level of mutual respect and understanding. It's about finding common ground and acknowledging shared goals. By fostering relationships, we can reduce tension and promote a more harmonious environment. When we understand each other's motivations and aspirations, we can work together more effectively, even when disagreements arise. Now let's delve into empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It's the capacity to step into someone else's shoes and see the world from their perspective. This doesn't mean you need to agree with their viewpoint. Rather, it's about gaining a deeper understanding of their thoughts and emotions. By practicing empathy, we can often unveil underlying issues that may be causing difficult behavior. Maybe they are under a lot of stress, or perhaps they're dealing with personal issues that are spilling over into their professional life. Remember, empathy is not about excusing bad behavior, but about understanding it. When we can see the situation from the other person's perspective, we can better navigate the situation. We can address the root cause of the problem, rather than just treating the symptoms. In a nutshell, relationship building and empathy are powerful tools when it comes to working with difficult people. They can help us reduce tension, foster understanding, and address the underlying issues that might be causing the difficulty. By building relationships and practicing empathy, we can often diffuse difficult situations. So next time you encounter a challenging individual, remember these tools. They might just turn a difficult situation into an opportunity for growth and understanding. Next up, we discuss assertiveness and the concept of control. Assertiveness, my friends, is a crucial skill to master when dealing with difficult people. It's all about expressing your feelings and needs in a way that respects both your rights and those of others. It's not about being aggressive, but rather it's about being clear and direct. Think of it as standing your ground while still respecting the boundaries of others. Now let's imagine a common scenario. You're in a meeting and a colleague continually interrupts you. An aggressive response might be to snap at them to stop talking, which could create tension and resentment. But an assertive response, that would be to calmly yet firmly express your need to finish your point without interruptions. See the difference? One escalates the situation while the other manages it. And this brings us to the concept of control. When dealing with difficult people, it's easy to feel like they're the ones controlling the interaction. But here's a secret. You have more control than you think. It's all about focusing on what you can control in any given situation. You can't change a person's behavior, but you can control how you react to it. So instead of getting frustrated with a coworker who is always late, focus on what you can control, like starting the meeting on time regardless, or addressing the issue directly with them. By shifting your focus from what you can't control to what you can, you take back the reins. Remember, assertiveness is about effective communication, and control is about managing your reactions. So next time you face a challenging situation, take a deep breath and remember these two strategies: assertiveness and control, two vital components in handling difficult interactions. Before we continue, a quick reminder. If you're finding value in this content, why not hit that subscribe button? We've got a treasure trove of insights on personal development and effective communication lined up for you. By subscribing, you're not just supporting us, but you're also keeping yourself in the loop for all the wisdom we have to share. So go ahead, click subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going together. Thank you for your support. Now let's get back to our discussion. Our next tactics involve a look inward and an outward display of kindness. It's time to talk about self-awareness and kindness, two essential tools when dealing with difficult people. Let's start with self-awareness. It's the conscious knowledge of our own character, feelings, motives, and desires. In the context of dealing with difficult people, self-awareness allows us to identify our personal triggers, or any inadvertent contributions we might be making to the challenging situation. Are we reacting instead of responding? Are we letting our emotions cloud our judgment? By understanding ourselves better, we can make informed decisions about how to interact, react, or maybe not react at all. Now, let's shift our focus to kindness. It's an outward expression, a way of interacting with others that communicates respect and consideration. In the face of difficulty, it might seem counterintuitive to respond with kindness. You might think, why should I be kind to someone who's making my life difficult? But here's the thing, kindness has a unique power. It can diffuse tension, bridge communication gaps, and even inspire positive change in others. Treating others with kindness, even when it's challenging, can have a transformative effect on your interactions. It's not about letting people walk all over you. It's about maintaining your dignity and respect, even when others fail to do the same. Remember, kindness is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. In the end, the combination of self-awareness and kindness can be a potent strategy in dealing with difficult people. It enables you to maintain control over your reactions and responses, while also encouraging a more positive environment. Remember, self-awareness and kindness can transform interactions with difficult people. They might not change the person you're dealing with, but they will undoubtedly change the way you deal with that person, and that in itself is a significant victory. Finally, let's discuss the importance of personal boundaries and the role of seeking help. In any work environment, it's essential to establish firm boundaries. Think of these boundaries as invisible lines that protect your mental wellness and productivity. These can take various forms, from setting limits on the amount of overtime you're willing to do, to deciding what sort of behavior you will not tolerate from others. They ensure that you maintain a healthy balance between your personal life and your work, and that you're not constantly drained or stressed out. Establishing boundaries does not mean shutting people out or refusing to cooperate. It is about understanding your limits and communicating them effectively to others. It's about saying, "This is the line, and it should not be crossed." This might seem challenging, especially when dealing with difficult people, but remember, your mental health and well-being should always be a priority. Now, what happens when these boundaries are crossed? Or when you find yourself in a situation that you can't handle alone? This is where seeking help comes into play. In many cases, a manager or a superior can provide necessary support and intervention. They can mediate conflicts, enforce workplace policies, and ensure that everyone is treated fairly and respectfully. Seeking help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you're aware of your limitations and that you're willing to take necessary steps to maintain a healthy and productive work environment. But remember, it's important to approach this step with care. Be clear and concise about the issue at hand, provide constructive feedback, and always maintain a professional demeanor. With firm boundaries and the right help, you can navigate even the most challenging situations. We've covered a lot of ground today, from staying calm to seeking help. We began by exploring the importance of maintaining composure when dealing with difficult individuals. Remember, your calmness can be contagious and may even help diffuse tense situations. We then delved into the significance of building relationships and practicing empathy. By understanding where the other person is coming from, you can often find common ground and work towards a resolution more effectively. Next, we touched on the power of assertiveness and control. It's crucial to express your feelings assertively, not aggressively, and to focus on what you can control in any given situation. We also highlighted the importance of self-awareness and kindness. By being self-aware, you can better understand your reactions and behaviors towards difficult people. And remember, treating others with kindness, even when they're tough to deal with, can go a long way in fostering a positive work environment. Lastly, we discussed the necessity of establishing personal boundaries and seeking help when needed. It's okay to say no, and it's okay to ask for assistance when situations become too challenging to handle alone. We've shared a wealth of strategies today, each offering a unique approach to dealing with difficult people. The journey to mastering these tactics may be challenging, but remember, every step you take is a step towards a more harmonious and productive work environment. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these tactics will you work on first? Comment below and let's continue this important conversation.